Wait, one more time.
We're live now.
Oh, damn it.
Welcome back to this dungeon. I'm your host, Joe, and with me, as always, Julian Valencia.
Switch a little more this way.
I'm gonna scooch a little more this way.
So it can be.
You people want to see me?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I suppose.
All right, guys. So over here, we're gonna start recording. Hello.
And welcome back.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Back from the abyss.
From the abyss, from being a man down.
Man down. Yeah, that was wild going solo. Solo, you can't hear me.
Well, I'm glad to be back, though, guys.
And we're glad to have you back.
This is episode 6.
Healing Smile.
The Healing Smile. The
Yeah.
name of this episode tonight.
Yeah, we're naming these folks. We're going there somewhere.
Why is that, though? I think the audience would want to know.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think it's cooler. Really, I mean, I really got no meaning behind it, but I think it's also because of the material that's in the episode. I feel that the culmination of all the deeper meanings of each segment deserves to have a title, just like you would title a book. You wouldn't just release pages and be like, "Read my book." What's it called? It's my book. Read it.
All right, so I guess we're going to get to that later on in the episode. It's a little too heavy to start off.
Yeah.
But as always, our first is Let Me Put You On, where we review music that we have assigned each other during the week, or in this case, in the past 3 weeks, because it's been a while since I was here.
It has, and we missed you. Welcome back.
So let me put you on. What was your assignment this week?
My assignment this week was a Frank Ocean album called The Orange Album.
Nope.
No?
Channel Orange.
Channel Orange.
Yes.
Why did I think it was The Orange Album?
Because you
I
like to
didn't write
make
it
things
down.
up.
I do. I'm really good at it, though. I should have been a writer. Anyway, this album was the debut solo album for singer and songwriter Frank Ocean, released off Def Jam Records in July 2012. After releasing his mixtape Nostalgia Ultra in 2011, Frank began writing new songs with Melee, a producer and songwriter who assisted him with recording the album at East West Studios in Hollywood. Rather than relying on samples as he had on his mixtape, Ocean wanted to approach sound and song structure differently on Channel Orange. It's in my notes. Would you believe that?
Okay.
He titled the album as a reference to the neurological phenomenon of caffeine color synesthesia. Caffeine colored synesthesia. So I don't know what that is. I should have looked that up. But anyway, the color he claimed to have perceived during the summer he first fell in love. Channel Orange has a unconventional music style, film-inspired segue tracks, which I hated, and songs that draw on electro funk, pop soul, jazz funk, and psychedelic music.
Yes, he definitely did.
He did. Ocean's songwriting touches on themes such as unrequited love, decadence, class, and drugs throughout the use of surrealistic imagery.
Yeah, Frank Ocean has a way of writing music that's it puts you right there. It puts you right in the scene.
It really puts you on.
Yeah.
Conversational devices and descriptive narratives depicting dark characters. His singing on the album exhibits free form and alternate falsetto and tenor registers. The album features a guest appearance by Odd Future artists Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler the Creator. Are you familiar with those guys?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tyler the Creator's from Yonkers.
Why? Oh!
Yeah.
I love Yonkers. That's like, if I had money, I would live there in the northern Yonkers. It's like
Yeah,
very
I was about to
expensive.
say.
It's like
I was gonna
you
say
could probably live in South Yonkers, no problem.
You could probably live in Yonkers right now, bro. That's a New York thing. So if you're not from New York, then you're just not gonna understand what we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't know if Dead Ass has made it across the country. Is that still just a New York thing?
I mean, that's just I think you're just old, and Dead Ass is just not really used anymore.
Ouch. Nobody knows how old I am. That's the running joke.
No, Dead Ass.
Dead Ass.
Yeah, now it's valid.
Valid.
Yeah, that's
we're
valid.
moving on from Dead Ass to valid.
That's valid. Yo, valid.
Oh fuck.
So,
well, at least you're here, you young man. Help me out. So here's what threw me off. Along with the appearances, besides Tyler the Creator, there was also Andre 3000 and John Mayer.
Yes.
And I was like, what? So I was very intrigued. It just really pulled me in.
Yeah.
The production was handled by Ocean himself, Omias Keith, Melee, and Pharrell Williams. So I was like, oh God, is there like a I'm not happy? Because isn't that Pharrell?
I mean, that is Pharrell.
Yeah,
sure,
but he does more than just riffs, one riff.
He ghostwrites for a lot of individuals.
Yeah, he's the modern day what's his name? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank.
Quincy.
No, not Quincy. He's Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie and Prince owned the 80s because they wrote most of the songs for a lot of the artists. Even like Stevie Nicks got a song written by Prince because she couldn't get through stuff. And Lionel Richie did the same. Lionel Richie was behind a lot of the greatest songs in the 80s. Unbelievable. Lionel Richie's amazing. Anyway, here's my thoughts on the album. We're going to get into it. Les Oceans. For starters, I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. So I caught that throw in the start immediately. I was like, whoa, is that Street Fighter? And I literally got out my Genesis, plugged it into my television, and played Street Fighter because of that. So I just want a little throw there. All right. Is there a gamer anime love that you have on the download? You personally, Julian? Because I noticed you gave me Bad Bunny, and then they had an anime.
To be honest with you, I do. I will answer your question, but at the same time,
he wants to stay cool.
No.
I have a rep.
I'm not a gamer. I love watching people play games. I'll play the classics. I'll play Mario Kart. I'll play Mario. I'll play Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I'll definitely play the classics, but I don't keep a console at my house because I can't justify it because I would probably never use it.
Gotcha.
With that said, I love all of the cartoon music. I love the soundtracks. I love anime. I'm actually watching 3 or 4 different animes at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, I'm bigger into anime now.
Oh wow.
We got DJ Khaled outside. What's good, my bro?
Oh wow, that guy does look like DJ. Holy shit.
A little darker version.
DJ Khaled. I appreciate you.
Another one. So I'm definitely big into anime. Some mainstream ones. My Hero Academia.
I like that one.
One Punch Man. Attack on Titan.
That's also good.
The new Dragon Ball. What is it? Dragon Ball Super. The new episodes. That last tournament was really good.
You should check out Claymore.
Claymore. I've heard of it. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, definitely check that out. It's fucking amazing.
Have you seen Demon Slayer?
I have. That's also good. That's an amazing one. Vampire Hunter D.
All right, wait, let's stop.
All right, we're a music show. We're not talking about anime. Anyway.
Well, but just let us know if you would want a podcast about anime and the music in anime. Yeah, we could definitely.
Yeah, we'll expand. We're not against that. We're not against it. Not at all. So anyway, back to this album. It reminded me of a Prince album because the funk was there. I felt it. Funk. We bring the funk, and Frank brought the funk, man. I love like the 70s overture of the whole album.
Yeah, man.
The mixing was amazing.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like those little in between.
The interludes.
Yeah. It's okay for like intro outro, but or the unlocking a hidden track. I love when artists do that, where it's like there's nothing, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, motherfucker, and then all of a sudden there's music afterwards. Like, oh, this is great. So that's fun. But when it's all over the place, okay. Anyway, I definitely dug the entire album as a whole. The songs that really stuck out for me were Sweet Life. Sweet Life definitely felt the influence of not only Earth, Wind, and Fire, but the lyrics and the beat and the arrangement really placed me out of time, and into a time I didn't experience, aka the 70s. So like growing up, everybody was obviously older than me because nobody was my age, and
Obvious.
obvious. And so thus, they always played the '70s music, and wasn't really a fan of '70s music until I got older. And then I I like the bass. We're back to the bass, and I really like dug hearing that like. So, super excited to hear that in this album. Sweet Life definitely. Even the lyrics were pretty deep. Like, I don't know. He's very brilliant. Absolutely.
As a songwriter, he's amazing.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm
going to put you on to a song for next week.
Oh, good. We're already getting there.
It's also by Frank Ocean.
And I really loved the bass solo at the very end. Back to the bass. Yeah. It was amazing. Like I said, the only thing that annoyed me were the little tidbit tracks, but it's common for like hip hop albums. But it always threw me off every time I would like get hyped up for the next song. It would be like 2 seconds, like you can't put it in. Like you would just be some random thing.
I see. That's it's the beauty of having just preferences. I love that. I love when artists do that, and especially when it makes sense with what the album is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, I think those interludes really add. They give you an insight into Frank Ocean outside of just him as a musician. And so I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
So in other words, you're wrong and I'm right.
Oh no, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not wrong at all. I'm totally right. Because people just want to hear the music, man. Give me the bass. Don't give me the hey man, I'm walking down the street. Oh, I shot him in the leg. Like, it was fine for serials in the 1920s when we didn't have television, but we're in the modern era, so cut the bullshit.
Cut the bull.
Cut the bull. So you had an album,
yes,
that I recommended, and that was because of the occult that we talked about, Sympathy for the Devil, in the last episode.
The band is called.
But this album that I gave you was a band that occultally ruined my days every time I listened to it, and that was the band Filter.
Mm.
And your album that I gave you was The Trouble with Angels.
The Trouble with Angels.
Oh no, it was Trouble with Angels. Right?
Trouble with Angels.
It was like
I think in the first or the second episode, I think I mentioned Bayside and Envy on the Coast. And these punk rock bands.
Yeah, that's
what
what
I listened to.
I felt like you would like it because of that. Yeah,
right off the bat, that first song. First off, that first song is about addiction.
Yep.
And so that in itself is a very deep topic. But the music, yeah, man, that shit got me pumped. I was actually, so I don't drive at the moment because I live in the city and there's no need for me to have a car while living in Queens and in Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular week when I was listening to the album, I had in my mom's car. So I had the benefit of being able to play it in my car. I was fucking rocking out, bro.
It's a great album.
Yeah, I was rocking out. Right from the top, the first song, The Inevitable Relapse. And that's exactly what it's about. Talking about drugs and alcohol and cocaine and all of the above. And then Drug Boy. Drug Boy is a bop, man.
Yeah.
Drug Boy is really good. Coming out of the first song, usually with albums, the first song is usually that song to grab your attention. And the second song, it could usually be as equally as strong, but it usually doesn't have the same impact. But Drug Boy is probably my favorite song out of that album.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly just gonna read the title of the songs because
each one of them are connected to the song perfectly.
Yeah. So The Inevitable Relapse is number 1. Drug Boy is number 2. Absentee Father, like you can already tell that song is gonna touch some very
hard strings.
Very hard strings. No Love. Okay.
Oh, that song is great. That's the one that with Carmen Electra, a bikini running around on them.
No Re-Entry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kind of leaves you thinking, what the hell? Down With Me, okay. Catch a Falling Knife, that's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
The Trouble with Angels, which is the self-titled
album, yeah.
Clouds, and Fades Like a Photograph.
Fades like a photograph.
Yeah, and that's kind of really what I wanted to talk about is this dude's voice, man.
Very powerful, but screechy.
Screechy. What he's got some dynamic to it. He can do the screechy. He can soften it up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He can get melodic. I like that.
He's got such great range. So Filter was a band that came out around in the grunge end. So they came out maybe the same time or a little bit after Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana, all those guys in the 90s. super long time ago. They had a big hit with "Take a Picture," but they had another hit. Their first big hit was "Hey Man, Nice Shot." That was on the Demon Night album, but they used that for commercials, like for everything, anything intense in the '90s when you wanted to like showcase that something big is going to happen. They would use that because it had such a great bass riff, and then he would scream, "Hey Man, nice shot," but he would scream like, "Hey Man," and it would be amazing. But this particular album, The Trouble with Angels, came out around the time that I was dealing with some personal issues as well. But this is the 5th studio album by the American band Filter. It was released on August 17th, 2010 through Rocket Science Ventures in North America and Nuclear Blast in Europe. The first single of the album, The Inevitable Relapse, was released for free on the band's music website in 2010. And this album debuted at number 64 on the Billboard Top 200, selling 6,300 copies. To me, Filter is so intense in everything they do. They also did like some remixes with Chemical Brothers. I don't know if you know the Chemical Brothers.
No, I've heard of them.
You've heard of them, yeah. So they did some remixes of that song and then some other songs with them that were they just stand out. And it's one of those bands that not only will give you the intensity that you need to get through whatever bullshit that you're dealing with, but it also pump you up enough to like speed up if you're running late for work. And that's initially why I started listening to them. But the occultist part of it, it became weird because I would get so many bad things after listening to them. So ironically, that happened again because I experienced some changes unexpectedly in my personal life after telling you about it. And I was like, I haven't heard that song and that album in such a long time. I'm sure nothing's going to happen. The world's changed, times change, things are going better for me. My Godfather's doing better. So let me put it on. And then, something, I think you got like super sick. You couldn't make it to an episode. That's for this. My personal life, my work life had a little bit of surprises that I didn't expect. And then, so there was some muddling in the situations with my Godfather. So I was like, oh my God, that album is cursed. That band is cursed. But they put such great music. It's like, oh, this hurts. If I listen to it, I know something bad's going to happen. But if I don't, I won't have the power. So, going out into our next segment, and that's Music Saved My Life. I'm going to get into a band that I'm going to put you on to at the same time.
Okay.
And that band is called Dead Can Dance.
The Dead Can Dance?
Dead. Just dead. Just dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass Can Dance. That's probably going to be a new album.
Uh-huh.
Dead Can Dance is the name of the band, and the song is called The Song Best. And now, as I was saying, where Filter brought some strange occurrences in my life, Dead Can Dance was the opposite. And there was a time when I was a thinner man, believe it or not, and I had lost 45 pounds. And in doing so, I picked up, when I first started to do the weight loss journey, I picked up, do you ever heard of Sam Goody or FYE or anything like that? So back in the day, I used to walk way out of my way to go to one of those stores to buy CDs. Kids today, you don't know what it's like to travel without a car to buy a CD, just a CD. That's all I'm doing. Just want to walk 2.5 miles. That helped me lose the weight and everything, but I saw this intriguing album cover. It was very artistic. It was Dead Can Dance. I bought the Dead Can Dance. Song of the Dispossessed was a very strange song, but it was very cool because they're using mid Renaissance era music instruments. So you have your harpsichords, your straight pianos, guitar, of course, maybe more of a lute than a guitar. A lute. And it's really such a deep and interesting group because, for years I thought the woman singing, Lisa Goddard, was actually singing lyrics. And it turns out she was just scatting or mumbling, kind of like Grimes. Mm-hmm. Back to that. And that's exactly what happened. She's not saying anything. It's all, I thought maybe it was like Arabic. Nope. Totally just making shit up. She says, according to her, it just comes to her and that's what she says. When she hears the music, she just says whatever and they record it and that's that. But Dead Can Dance, Song of the Dispossessed. The first time I heard that album, I actually won $800 in the lotto.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So the opposite of the other song.
It's the opposite of Filter. If I listen to them, good shit happens. So, and I just think that's so weird that music can have this effect that you don't even realize could happen. It's the positives and negatives of powerful music. So I definitely want you to check it out. I don't think you're going to like it. I just give you warning. You might hate it.
You might not like this.
Yeah. But ironically, things have turned around. I picked them back up last weekend. My godfather's got some really good news. The surgery that he had was a success. Other family members that are experiencing certain things that don't like me talking about it, they had a little bit of better news as well. And, you know, everything is better at the old Trabajo. So I'm excited to go forward with everything else. And I really want you to check out Song of the Dispossessed. I'm going to give you the album. It's called Spirit Chaser.
Spirit Chaser.
Yeah, so check out the album Spirit Chaser. It's not one of their best albums, but that song is really cool.
Okay, cool.
And there's a really cool thing. Like I said, it's like poetry, this particular song. I'm going to just read some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
All right. The river runs deep and the road is long. Daylight comes and I want to go home, which always reminded me of Deo. So I don't know if there's like a correlation there that I just missed out on.
Daylight come and
Me want go. So he's Brendan Michael Perry is the lead singer, and Lisa Gerard is the woman singer, his co-singer.
He said that.
You haven't gotten that. Daylight come and me want go.
I'm simply just thinking about Beetlejuice. Right
Yeah. I woke this morning to find my people's tongues were tied, and in my dreams they were given books to poison their mind. The river runs deep and the mountain is high. How long before the other side? We are their mortar, their building bricks, and their clay. The gold teeth mirror both our joys and our pain. So, like I said, some really deep metaphoric lyrics. The whole album is like that.
Very medieval.
Very medieval. Very really. It's obviously talking about the Bible. You know, books to poison their minds because, like, if you don't follow the Bible and you get something else, your mind's getting poisoned, supposedly. But yeah, I encourage you to check that out and let me know how much you like or what is this, man? But
no, it got me thinking for a sec about a great topic for another show because religion is a huge topic in music.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be a great segment for us to do.
Yeah.
Songs and albums that are either directly mentioning religion or in some metaphorical way doing it, which happens a lot.
Yep. I think it would be a good time to segue into our next bet,
which is Behind the Beat. All right, stop it.
Oh.
Cool, guys. So, obviously Joe has talked a lot so far this show, so I'm going to give him a little break.
Giving the old gabber the old gift of slabber.
Behind the Beat, in this section, we talk about the music that I'm currently working on with original music that I may be producing or production that I'm doing for other artists as well. To remind you guys, I'm part of a production team called Audios. That's audio with an S. You can find us at Made by Audios on Instagram and pretty much everywhere else. Made by Audios. So after shamelessly plugging myself in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I have pretty much 3 different topics to talk about. This week, there was a open mic that I attended in Mount Vernon called Sessions at 159.
My old town.
Yeah, this is the second open mic that we do. It started last month in December. A good friend of mine is Nate. He's an amazing artist, producer as well, that has taken it upon himself to create open mic in Westchester, which, as he says, and I mean, I haven't done my research, but I think it's true. There's not a huge music scene in Westchester.
It's not. As someone that has lived there for 30 some odd years, yes.
A huge music scene, and part of that is because there's no open mics. There's not a lot of to bring their talent and network and connect with people. So I'm sticking by Nate on this, man. This is my brother, and I'm at the moment I'm taking care of a lot of the marketing material. I'm producing the flyers for his shows.
You did that?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Wow.
Yeah, all that stuff is me, and I'm honestly just I'm blessed to be a part of this because we, after the second show, we're packing out these shows, man.
Yeah, I actually showed up to the show.
Yeah.
And I filmed for like a minute or two.
We'll tell you about that in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the reception, the feedback that we're getting from the audience members and from artists is great, and then so if anybody's interested, if you're an artist out there, if you're just somebody who loves live music, please check out Sessions at 159. You can find more information about this open mic and on my page, and it happens once a month. So follow me, follow whoever, just get connected. We'll steer you the right way.
And follow Disc Dungeon where you'll find out some of these things too.
I mean, if you're listening to this already, then
No.
I would imagine you're doing this.
There's about 160 people that follow the Facebook page, so
you better get on it.
Yeah.
All right, that's all that means. Don't waste time. All right, so we got two more topics. So I'm just going to talk about two songs. The first song is called "You." This song is a song that I am personally singing on. The production is done by an artist from Colombia called David Nova. He lives in Bogota. That's my native country, Colombia. And this is a song that me and him have had in the works for a long time. It's actually taken me about 2 years to write this song. And the reason behind that is, it's a song that I had to be in the right mind space. And the moment that I entered that mind space, for lack of a better word at the moment, the words just flooded out.
That would be a cosmic quarry.
A cosmic quarry?
Yes, that space that you enter outside of your own existence. It almost could be a cosmic.
Whatever
essence.
it was necessary, because the amount of time that I forced myself to write lyrics and melodies for the song, and the amount of time that it actually took to write the song is ridiculous, because it was a matter of minutes versus years that I was pretty much stuck. I guess you can call it a writer's block, but it was it really, some of these things you can't rush sometimes. And
nope, can't rush greatness.
And in this case, we'll definitely plug the song. I'm going to link it below. We'll give you a little preview. It's not released yet, so anything you're hearing here is
span fucking fresh, motherfuckers.
Fresh. I mean, this is like raw fresh.
Oh, smell that?
Hasn't even been fully cooked yet. Yeah.
Oh my god. Put it back in the oven.
But let us know. Listen to the song. We'll put a clip. If you want to go to my Instagram, Julian Valencia at Julian Valencia. You'll find me there. You can listen to a lot of the songs that I a lot of previews of songs that I put up.
It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. Actually, one of the things I look forward to when I open Instagram is not looking at your face, but hearing your music. No offense.
Yeah, I'm active there, guys. IG's where it's at. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter as well. But it's really all just linked to my IG account, because I may be young-ish, but I'm definitely not up on every social media. That's probably to my detriment. So we're gonna change that. 2020.
You can follow Disc Dungeon on the Twitters.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And
Instagram too.
Instagram as well. Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, 160 likes, something like that. So Facebook actually has got some love. It's great.
So honestly, what we would like to know too, where are you at? What do you use to listen? Are you just listening to the podcast? Are you watching us live on YouTube? Shout us out, give us your name, tell us how you're doing. We'd love to talk and interact. To end this section of Behind the Beat, I thought this was a fun way to end it. My friend is getting married soon.
Congratulations.
Yeah, his name is Chris Lopez, and so his for the song that they're going to use to walk into the reception after they get married, they wanted to do something funny and witty. So what they did is they rewrote the lyrics to "Livin' La Vida Loca" by Ricky Martin, and they called it "Livin' La Vida Lopez."
Oh, how clever. That's something I would do.
And they had me re-sing the lyrics using
"Livin' La Vida Lopez."
Exactly.
That's awesome.
She'll push and pull you out. Exactly. It's about this woman that you're about to marry, that, or maybe in her case, the man that you're about to marry, that can sometimes drive you crazy. But there's also a lot of benefit that comes from this beautiful partnership
Marriage is a wonderful thing.
of monogamy.
You put it in one place and one place forever. What?
Well, sorry guys, we gotta end the show shortly.
And we're fired.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, man.
Oh my god, I can't. I mean, are you gonna let me hear that though? I mean,
yeah, no,
okay,
and I'll
awesome.
let everybody else hear it too.
Oh, even better.
This is just me doing a cover, and it's for a show, so please, nobody sue us. We're not selling this.
Ricky, no sue us, man.
Don't sue us, Ricky.
Don't sue us, Ricky.
But yeah, it was just a lot of fun to do because usually the music I'm doing is there's a very serious connotation to it sometimes because I'm trying to get, I'm trying to create this masterpiece, or
you're eliciting emotions.
Yeah, or I'm trying to pour out my emotions, and in this case, I'm just having fun. I'm singing somebody else's lyrics. It's going to be played at a wedding, and it's it was just a fun experience.
Question: is the wedding in Colombia?
So you're mixing two different things.
Oh.
David Nova is the one who made the song "You," the one that I showed you. Like,
correct.
This "Living La Vida Loca" is my friend who lives in Yonkers.
Why? Oh, wait, is he gonna get married at Untermeyer Park?
No, he's not.
Oh, god damn it! But a cult returns. Hey,
but he will get married somewhere.
Okay. Let's not have people just show up to his wedding.
Yeah, right. No way.
Like me. Hey.
That's music as well. Sometimes just having fun and doing things just because you're helping your friend out.
That's what's up. I know you're gonna have a good time there. Yeah. You're gonna have even more fun because you're a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
have fun doing that, and make sure to eat a lot of shrimp if you're not allergic.
I don't know where the shrimp comment came from, but I like shrimp.
Weddings, the best thing about weddings is the shrimp cocktail.
Is the shrimp cocktail?
Yeah.
What if they don't have shrimp cocktails?
That's depressing. Because I had it in mind. I was like, let me get that shrimp.
Let me get that shrimp.
And then they took it away real quick. Okay, fatty, no more.
Yo, let me get that.
Let me get that shrimp.
And so now, guys, speaking about shrimp,
that
moves us into our next section, which has no correlation.
Not just shrimp.
No buff. Going in raw.
No.
Tricks of the keys.
That doesn't even like a piano.
We're still working on that Tricks of the Keys theme song.
Yeah.
Bear with us. So I thought this week it would be a good week to talk about a song that a lot of us are familiar with.
And what's even more astonishing is this week's Tricks of the Keys is not from me.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah. And it's something that I knew a little bit about, but when you were talking about it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. So I'm super excited. Go for it.
Well, this one is Madonna's classic, Like a Prayer.
Life is a mystery. No,
before we start, again, in the comment section, if you have any more material to add on this, because I bet there's a lot of people out there who know the innuendos and the double meanings behind this song.
Double entendre.
So just comment below. Let us know what you know. Maybe we can share information and learn a little bit ourselves.
And for those of you that are listening directly at the podcast, just so you know, you can hit us up on YouTube, tubi.com. Now, I've said tubiscene.com, but let me give you the proper spelling. That's the number 2, B-E, like in B, scene like in a movie, so SCENE.com, or just 2, BESCENECOM, and we'll pop up, and you can listen to this episode, and then below, in the About information, we'll give you links to Frank Ocean, Dead Can Dance, Filter, and so many other songs that we've talked about, including today's Tricks of the Keys. Take it away.
Well, thank you very much.
You like that?
Yeah.
That was nice, right?
I feel like
I built you up, motherfucker.
Exactly. I feel like I can't fail now.
You're not.
I'm not. So Madonna, Like a Prayer. So we'll start off with the obvious one, because after doing my research, it seems that everybody knew this meaning right off the bat, which was, I'm gonna quote somebody else. This song is so straightforward. I'm surprised so many people misinterpret the lyrics. Like a Prayer is about performing fellatio and the ecstatic state it can produce in the person doing it. Performing oral sex on a man can be so intense. Madonna compares it to a powerful religious experience. Like a prayer is key there. It's a metaphor for that beautiful, passionate state. And I'm just going to reiterate another one. Obviously, the song speaks about oral sex being performed on a man. In the midnight hour, most sex takes place at night. I can feel your power. How throbbing and insistent the guy's penis is in her
Penis.
mouth. Down on my knees, I want to take you there to orgasm. I hear you call my name. Happens a lot when someone is really enjoying themselves, along with, oh God, I think I'm flying. Describing the ecstasy during sex. Okay, if you are into that sort of thing, but oh my God. And I'm not going to keep reading because the point is that a lot of people take this song and they really think it's a spiritual song. They really think that this is religious. And when you first off, you got to think about Madonna. Madonna has been controversial her whole life
From the first album,
from the go.
out the gate, controversy.
So you know that when you're dealing with Madonna, you're getting more than you bargained for, and that's what she loves, and that's why I love her, because I think Madonna was was really able to push a lot of boundaries.
Like a virgin. Hey.
I mean, I honestly love it. I love music that's controversial, that splits opinions. You know, it's not just so straightforward. In this case, people think it is that straightforward, but Madonna is purposefully wrote the lyrics the way she wrote them because she wanted multiple meanings. So that's what she was going for, and that to me is genius. It's genius when you can pull that off, and everybody listens to the song, and then they get multiple interpretations of it. You know, that to me is what storytelling is about.
And she's fantastic at it.
She is.
And she's actually just came out with an album too, not too long ago.
That is true.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I listened to it.
I haven't. You thought I was going to say I have, right?
No, I don't think. Well, I mean, I listen to a lot of music.
I do. I have a huge eclectic taste. It's on my list.
And then to top it all off, her music video features Black Jesus.
Black Jesus. And boy, did those Southerners hate it.
Yeah, I mean,
what the?
Around the time, when did this album?
I think it was like 87 or something like that.
Like a prayer, man. I mean, exactly. If
I know it was like,
if that would raise controversy now, not as much. Imagine back in the 80s.
Oh my God,
it's crazy, man. So honestly, I tip my hat off to her, because I admire that. I admire when you can be bold in times where everybody kind of wants you to dumb yourself down a bit. And Madonna was anything but that.
I also like the fact that we both agree that we both love Madonna.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's like unison. Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Man, Madonna's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's it for the tricks of the keys today, guys. Hosted
1989.
1989.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's when came out.
And I was born in 1990, so I was.
Well, oh my God.
Tell them when you were born, Joe.
Nope. You're never gonna know my age. Like a little time, you will never know when. I don't know. That's a stretch.
I think we need to stop while we're ahead.
No.
All right, guys. Well, this was amazing. This was episode 6. Joe, do you want to leave off?
Smile.
The Healing Smile.
Yeah, remember that title.
Would you like to say anything else before we part ways?
First of all, I'm glad to have you back. I'm glad the dynamic duo is back on the forefront, fighting crime and music together again. Together again. Another Madonna song. Was that Madonna? Yeah.
I don't know, guys, but as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for dedicating these 30, 40 minutes of your time. We are 100% open to anything that you guys want to talk about, as long as it pertains to music. And honestly, you can talk to us about anything. Much love. This is Julian Valencia.
And I'm Joe Dove, telling you to go like us on Facebook, check us out, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And always share the music. And Babu.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Yeah, actually,